be the change you want to see. The Louisville Forum working to do that, actually trying to teach us to talk civilly. That's might take a while in our society today. We haven't lost it. We can do it. Tom Coffey is here, president of the Louisville Forum. How are you?
Great, Dawn, as always. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate when you're here. I always have to start off. I know everybody doesn't watch the show every day. I wish you would. 2 o'clock, pass the word. Ask folks to join us. Tell everybody what the Louisville Forum is.
The Louisville Forum is a nonpartisan group, and we have speakers talk about important issues in Louisville, a lot of times important issues nationally and how they impact Louisville. But a lot of times we have controversial subjects, and we get both sides of those subjects to talk to our forum members. It's a luncheon group that meets once a month at Vincenzo's, second Wednesday at noon. It's not always controversial topics, but it's always, we try to keep the topics, we don't shy away from controversial subjects, but we try to keep the topics as up to date and the things that are as important to Louisville as we can. So like this coming Wednesday, 2 days from now, we're having the election fallout, the who won, who lost, and what the impact is of Louisvillians for the all the national elections, local amendments, everything.
Tom, okay. So I don't even know how to ask this, but how are you going to handle that?
Yeah, that's right. Well,
how's that going to go, Tom?
I'm going to introduce the speakers and kind of be quiet. But no, there's going to be, what's great is we're going to have Mike Ward, former congressperson, Democratic congressperson. He's going to give his insight. We got Iris Wilbur-Glick, longtime Republican political strategist. She's going to give her views of what happened and the impact it's going to have on Louisville. We've got a couple of journalists who are going to speaking from other perspectives. So my intention is to, just like always as the forum, and it's one of the things I love most about the forum, is we're going to have various perspectives on something that's very important, something that's just fresh in our minds. And that's what we've talked about before, Dawn. It's to stay out of an echo chamber. It's to hear for a lot of people. It's going to be, how did these results happen? What next? Because we hear a lot of lots of people have done an anatomy of an election. We hope to have an hour-long conversation where we get really in-depth, thoughtful answers to questions like that.
Yeah, so some folks will be like, we knew it would happen. Of course it would happen. And then you have the other side. How would it happen? Here's the thing, though, with you all of that can be said. Cheers, jeers, but everyone must be respectful.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Dawn. And that one of the things I started falling in love with the forum was I would always go to the forum when I first started going. Every luncheon I would hear a couple of things that I just had not heard before and had not thought about before.
Because you're not in your same echo chamber.
Exactly.
You're not with people that think exactly like you, so you learn.
That's exactly right. And that's what I look forward to on Wednesday, is just learning and hearing from the different perspectives that we're going to have from our panelists. And I can see, like, there's a discussion there on the screen. That was Amendment 2. We had several months ago a forum on Amendment 2. And we're going to hear about those results. But we had the different perspectives on what Amendment 2 for people who were for and against.
So how can you go? Now, you don't have to be a member of the Louisville Forum. You can join it, though. It's going to be Wednesday at noon. It only lasts an hour. They respect your time. How can you go to the luncheon if you're not a member, and then how can you join Louisville Forum?
The same as always, Dawn. In 2024, go to LouisvilleForum.org. You just go online, and it's very easy to navigate to either become a full-time member or to just sign up for an individual luncheon.
Yeah, you don't have to be a member to go. Anybody can come to one luncheon. There you go. You just click that there. You see it's a lunch from Vincenzo's. How many more do you have in this year?
We have, good question. We have November, then we've got December, and I think we typically in December before a new election year, we try to have some members from Frankfurt come and talk about what what's on the agenda in the coming year. So that's what I expect December's to be. So yeah, between this one and next one, there's just 2 more in 2024.
Yeah. You're wrapping up the year. How does it feel? All the things you all have talked about.
It's been a wonderful year, and I think, you know, we've seen. It's funny, for months and months we've thought and known that this election was going to be the topic in November, one way or the other, no matter what the results were going to be.
Sure.
This was going to be, this was the topic that we've, for months, people have been looking forward to.
Here it comes, Wednesday, November 13th. You get a chance to talk about it, LouisvilleForum.org. If you want that ticket, join them. Investigate TV is next.